Hello, and a very warm welcome to another episode of Easy English Listening. I'm Max.
And I'm Emma. It's so good to be with you all today. We have a really important topic, I think.
A very important one. Today we're talking about how to stop doubting yourself. We have 10 self-esteem tips to help you feel more confident.
Exactly. And this episode is for anyone, but especially for you if you are learning English and sometimes feel, well, a little bit nervous or unsure. It's totally normal.
Oh, for sure. I mean, Emma, I still feel that way sometimes, and English is my first language. So you are definitely not alone. We'll be sharing some personal stories, explaining some useful vocabulary.
And stick around to the very end because our last tip is a really special one that I think connects everything together. So, are you ready to feel a little more confident?
Okay, so we've broken our 10 tips into 3 parts. The first part is all about dealing with that little voice inside your head. You know the one.
Yes, the inner critic. So, tip number 1 is identify your inner critic. This is the voice that says you can't do that or you're going to make a mistake. The first step is just to notice it.
That's a great idea, giving it a name. It creates some distance between you and the thought.
Exactly, because once you notice the inner critic, you stop automatically believing everything it says.
Right, and that leads perfectly into tip number 2, challenge your negative thoughts.
Yeah, instead of immediately believing the thought, stop and ask yourself, is this actually true?
Exactly. Just observe the thought first. Don't fight it immediately. Just notice it. Like, oh, there's that negative voice again.
It's like a really boring radio station playing the same negative song over and over.
And you don't have to turn the volume up and listen closely. You can just let it become background noise.
Yes, I do this all the time. If my brain says, my English grammar is terrible, I stop and I say, wait, is that really true? No, I can communicate my ideas. Maybe it's not perfect, but it's not terrible. I find evidence to prove the negative thought is wrong. I've heard some people even give their inner critic a funny name, like Gremlin Gus or Nervous Nelly. It makes the voice seem smaller and less powerful when you can say, oh, Gus is talking again. So dramatic. It helps you separate yourself from the thought.
That's so key, the evidence. My inner critic always attacks my creativity. If I'm writing something, it will say, this is boring, no one will want to read this. And my first instinct is to believe it and want to delete everything. That's such a powerful technique, finding the evidence. And this whole feeling is really connected to tip number 3, understand imposter syndrome. That's a big phrase, but it's a simple idea.
Imposter syndrome is that feeling that you are a fake, a fraud, and that soon everyone will discover you're not as smart or as good as they think you are. You feel like you don't deserve your success.
Totally. I remember when I got my first real job, I was terrified every day that my boss would find out I didn't know everything. But here's the secret. Nobody knows everything. So many people feel this way. Just knowing it has a name, imposter syndrome, can really help.
And interestingly, studies have found that high-achieving people often experience imposter syndrome the most because they put a lot of pressure on themselves.
Which is kind of ironic, right?
It really is. So to recap the first part, 1, identify that inner critic, 2, challenge its negative thoughts with evidence, and 3, understand that feeling like an imposter is a normal experience. Okay, so for our second section, we're moving from thinking to doing. This is all about action and practice. Tip number 4 is set small, achievable goals.
Right. Instead of saying, I will become fluent in English this year, which is huge and scary, you say, I will learn 5 new vocabulary words today.
Exactly. When I started learning how to bake, I didn't try to make a fancy 3-layer cake. My first goal was just to make cookies that didn't get burnt. And when I did that, I felt so successful. Each small win builds your confidence.
I love that. And those cookies were delicious, by the way. Okay, tip number 5, practice positive affirmations. Now, affirmation might be a new word for some listeners.
Yeah, what is an affirmation, Max?
An affirmation is just a short, positive sentence that you say to yourself, usually in the morning or before you do something difficult, like, I am capable and I am learning, or my accent is a sign of my courage. You repeat it until you start to believe it.
I love that. There's a great quote from the writer Maya Angelou. She said, "Do the best you can until you know better. Then when you know better, do better." It's like an affirmation for learning and growing. It's okay not to be perfect.
That's perfect. Okay, moving on, because these next two are connected. Tip number 6, move your body, and tip number 7, smile more.
Oh, the physical tips. These are so powerful. Sometimes when I feel really down or nervous, I just get up and walk around the room or do some stretches. It changes your physical state, and that helps change your mental state.
It really does. And the smiling one? Here's a fun fact for you. Research shows that even a fake smile can trick your brain into feeling happier. The physical act of smiling releases chemicals in your brain called endorphins that reduce stress.
So even if you don't feel like it, just try smiling for 60 seconds. It's a little bit of magic. Okay, so a quick recap of this action section. Set small goals, use positive affirmations, move your body, and smile.
All right, we are on to our final 3 tips. This last part is about the bigger picture. It's about looking outside of yourself. Tip number 8 is help someone else.
This one feels so good. When you're stuck in your own head, worried about your own problems, one of the best things you can do is focus on another person.
It's true. It could be a small thing, like giving a friend a compliment or helping a classmate who is struggling with a word you know. When you help others, you prove to yourself that you have value and you have something to offer. It gets you out of your own self-doubt.
It does, and that brings us to tip number 9. Surround yourself with supportive people. You can't build confidence alone. You need cheerleaders.
100%. Spend time with friends and family who believe in you, who lift you up. If you have people in your life who always make you feel small or stupid, maybe spend a little less time with them. Your energy is precious.
That's such good advice. I remember when I was afraid to join a public speaking club, my friend told me, "You'll be amazing, and even if you're nervous, I'll be in the audience smiling at you." Just knowing she was there, it changed everything.
What a great friend! Okay, we've arrived at our final tip, tip number 10, and this is the one we promised. It's simple. Remember, you're not alone. Whatever you are feeling, someone else has felt it too. You are, as we say in English, in the same boat as millions of other people.
To be in the same boat, that's a great phrase. It just means you're in the same situation with the same problems. It's a feeling of connection.
Exactly. Every person learning a new language, starting a new job, or trying a new skill feels doubt. I feel it. Emma feels it. It's part of being human. And remembering that can make the feeling a lot less scary.
So true. So, our final tips: help someone else, surround yourself with good people, and remember that we're all in the same boat. And just breathe. We've shared a lot of information today, 10 whole tips. That's a lot to remember.
It is, so please don't feel pressured to do all 10 things at once. That's not the goal. The goal is just to start.
Yeah, so here is our challenge to you. Just pick one tip from today that felt interesting or possible for you. Maybe it's smiling for 1 minute. Maybe it's writing down one positive affirmation. Just one small thing.
And we would love to hear which one you choose. Go to the comments section of this episode and tell us, today I will practice tip number whatever it is. Sharing it makes it real.
Yes, please do. This journey of building confidence isn't fast. It happens slowly, day by day. But you've already taken a wonderful step just by listening today.
You really have. So please be kind to yourself. You're doing great. We'll be here with you, little by little.
That's all from us for this episode of Easy English Listening. I'm Emma.
And I'm Max. Take good care of yourself, and we'll talk to you next time.
Goodbye, everyone.
Keep your English practice going. Choose another video on your screen that we've selected especially for you.